Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today is Saturday, January 2nd, 2021. Happy New Year to everybody. Like you saw in the title, this video is going to be about the issues that my car has developed. And you also saw just a few moments ago when I turned on the car, all the messages that I get in the little screen. And I'm sure we all know that Chryslers don't really have that great reputation of being that reliable when it comes to their electronics. I've seen a few videos online of people complaining about stuff that happens to different things. And especially like this car that had all the options, pretty much. Blind spot monitoring, park assist, cross path detection. Like if you're backing out of a spot and you couldn't see, it would make the noise on whichever side the car's coming from. And I guess I'm just going to talk about what happened and why the car has developed those things. And then that would answer the question, I think, a little bit, I guess, about how reliable these cars really are. This is a 2012 model. We're in 2021 now. So 8 years, 8+ years. The car still runs great. Engine, transmission, no issues whatsoever. And I haven't been that nice to it. So I'm just going to go in the order that they flashed on the screen and talk to you about what happened and what I plan to do about it. So the first thing that came up was service headlamp leveling system. This car, like you've seen in other videos, if you've seen any of my other ones, it came with self-leveling and directional headlights. So whenever you turn it on, the lights point down and up, and I guess they level depending on how the car's sitting to make sure it lights up the road correctly, I guess. But that message came up when I switched the springs from the stock to the D2 springs. And what happened is that when I went to take off the little sensor arm, I guess the way it works is it has the sensors on the passenger front control arm and one of the A arms, or the bottom control arm in the back on the passenger side as well. It has a sensor, and I guess depending on how the car's sitting, that's how it aligns the lights. And when I went to take that off, I broke the little, I guess, a socket that goes onto the ball that's on the control arm. And I super glued it, and I put some, I guess, some of that liquid cement or whatever. And I put it back on, and I thought I had fixed it. But the message is still there. The sensor has not come off. Again, it actually bonded pretty good. But it's still giving me that message. And what I'm thinking is maybe the car knows it's still sitting too low. Even though I already switched them out from the D2 springs, I switched them to the Ibach Pro Kit. Not the Sport line, the Pro Kit, which is a little higher. But every time I start it, it still gives me that message. So I guess I'm going to have to do some research about that to see if there's a way to recalibrate those sensors. Or maybe just live with that, since it's not an actual light that stays on. It just tells me that and then it goes away. I might just leave it alone, because the lights still turn whenever you're going slow and you turn the wheel. You can tell that the headlights are pointing to the sides. And I haven't had any issues with them pointing up or down or not being able to see at night. They're still good. So I'm probably just gonna leave that alone. So that light came from me dropping the car, so it's not the car's fault. It was working fine before I did that. So like I said, I might just let it be, because it doesn't bother me that it just shows me and then it goes away. So the next thing that came up was the ACC/FCW unavailable service radar sensor. And obviously that came from me switching the front bumper from the stock bumper to the SRT. The radar sensor was in a different spot, so I had to switch it. And it's not that big of a deal. I never really use that feature that much anyway. I used it sometimes when traffic was heavy on I-35, and it would just speed up and slow down with the traffic. and then whenever you're approaching a car that's braking, it'll make a sound and it'll flash on the screen that says brake, and it's a forward collision warning. And I guess I never really used that either. And never, like on my Corolla, that one time, yes, I'm gonna admit that I was a little distracted. It did the noise and it braked. But with this one, it hasn't happened. So I didn't really need it, haven't used it. But it's getting annoying not to have that, because it's the light is always on, and yeah, the feature is cool to use whenever you can use it. So that one I'm gonna have to call the dealer, and I'm gonna have it recalibrated. Hopefully the sensor works. So that one, that's another one that's on me. It's not the car's fault. So that's issue number 2 that the car has, that it's not the car's fault, it's my fault. So the next item on there that came up was the blind spot, because I turned it off. This car came with the blind spot monitoring. I don't know if you can see that little triangle right there. It's on both sides. That came as a result of me switching out the exhaust the first time, because now the car is on a different setup, and it's soon going to be in another setup, but that's going to be for the future. These, I have a video that I put some MagnaFlows on there. With that mod, I replaced the mid mufflers with the Flowmaster mufflers, and then I removed the resonators in the back. And it was just going to be a test. I wasn't supposed to leave it like that. I was going to try to get it welded, maybe put some down pipes, but I didn't, or some down turns. And I didn't, and it was working okay. I didn't have any issues until I started racing the car. I took it to the track a few times. And then there was really no issues until we went to Texas 2K. We went to Texas 2K, and it got a little crazy one of the nights. And that's when all the issues started happening, because we were in Mexico. First of all, we were in Mexico. I was getting up to, I don't know, I was going pretty fast. So I guess from just pushing in and the exhaust coming out, hitting the bumper, straight at the bumper, it melted some of the stuff in there. So the sensors for the blind spot, for the cross path detection, and the rear parking sensors, those messed up. So that's another one on me. I think that's going to be the most expensive to fix. So another issue the car has, that it's not the car's fault, my fault. And then one of the most annoying ones, because it keeps flashing for a while, it tells me a message, is a TPMS system. That one happened when I got these new wheels. I got these new wheels from a friend, and he got those wheels for his wife's car, but he ended up going another route. So I bought these off of him. And he also had bought the sensors from eBay. So for me not to have to take off the tires, because they're still over there, that's why I'm pointing over there, take those off, get the sensors out of those, and put them in these, I bought those sensors off of them too, and they never worked. Only one of them works. They never connect, so it's not reading any of them. I think the one that does read is the front passenger, but it only reads it every once in a while, and then it never really shows the correct PSI. So that's another one that is not on the car. It's actually my fault. And then the last one that I kind of touched on already is the service park assist. That is because of the exhaust in the back. I burned out those sensors, so I'm gonna have to replace that. So each of those, or maybe more than one, is gonna be a video in the future. So that's my cue to go. I have something coming up. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see how I go about fixing all that stuff. I have more mods coming in. I just bought some. It's nothing crazy, but you know, I want to document a little bit more. I want to get into this YouTube thing a little better. Last year, 2020, I only did 4 videos all year, which is kind of sad. And I want this year to be a little different. I just want to remind you guys that the D2 Springs giveaway is going to be happening in a week. I'm going to go live on YouTube, on Instagram. I'm going to do the old school way, just paper, crumple it up, putting it in a bowl, pick out the winner. So good luck to whoever wins that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, share this video if you want, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, so now that I'm sitting here editing the video, I kind of wanted to add a little bit to it because I had to end it yesterday in a hurry. I had something coming up, and I just wanted to explain that whenever you guys mod your cars, There are going to be issues that come up. Not every time after every modification, you are going to have to do some adjustments. And unfortunately for me, it was more of a learning experience because I just did it on my own. I didn't take it to a shop. I wanted to learn, and I made some mistakes. But I'm going to be fixing all of those, and I'm going to be making videos of each time I fix something. So if something similar to this is going on with your car, you can see how I went about fixing it. And also, this video is going to be going live on January the 4th, which is tomorrow. So that's 5 days away from the giveaway of the springs. So whoever entered that giveaway, good luck. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe if you want, and we'll see you guys next time.